Hey everybody, Andy's free guitar chart videos here. Welcome to my YouTube subscribers, Facebook friends, and anybody who has found this video is interested in Andy's free guitar charts and learning guitar. That's the whole idea, is to learn guitar with the charts. And I'm going to move me over a little bit here, and it says long pattern resolution, pattern set focus. So we've got these pattern sets now. I like to talk a little bit about with the 3D up there. We can actually zoom in on the 3D. So this is something we haven't usually done. And these are these pattern sets now that I have. Hopefully there's every instance of these three. So we have the 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group, which is the S3XL group, and that would just be in any key. Start in any key, you know. It's a good idea to start on G. So this is my guitar is tuned. Your guitar is tuned to and my guitar is tuned to. That doesn't really affect, it's nothing that you have to worry about. I'm just explaining that I can get some notes that you can't get down here, the D position especially, okay, and the fret nut barred, the fret nut limited half position down here, the notorious half positions. Whereas the flip side of that is I can't get up here as far as you can, because my octave for C is here, my octave for E is up here. I don't like to play up here. I play down here on the C. So I'll tell you when I'm doing octave, I'll just take it down here. So for my G is here. So if we're going to just play this little 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just three groups of 3 whole steps. And you notice it kind of has like a, well, aside from my guitar, which is kind of starting to act up again, it's almost time to change the guitar. But when I changed guitars and went back to this one, it sounded perfect. I mean, it sounded like normal again, like what happened. So it has a mellow sound because it's not a major scale. If it's a major scale, we'd start on the root one. So I split the I swallowed my drink wrong. I split the pattern, the S3XL pattern, or the A. Here's the A shape. I split that into 2. So we have we're starting on root 1, so that's just S2. 2 means 2 strings. Root means start on the root. XL means it's part of the S3XL group, which is this right here. So that would be starting on root there. So let's say we're going to play in the key of G to make it easy. Then we just start on root. Okay, so that's it. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the pentatonic scale almost. That's a pentatonic scale in G. Okay? So we're looking good there. We have the other possibility, which is starting on the 5th and just going to the root. And then we have a couple of longies over here. These are extra longs. These are really not strictly, they're not strictly, now let's focus in on these guys right here. These aren't strictly S3XLs, but here's the top one. Here's the C. So this would, if this was just taken by itself, it would be an S3XLC. Okay, kind of thing. CA, S3XL, CA, because here's the CA. But now we have the whole string shape. So we have the 3, 4, and the 5. So we have the C string shape, and then we have the 5, 6, which is the A string shape. So we have those instances as well with the S3XL group. It's almost time to go to the 2D. Have our regular 7L group here, because this is starting to get a little, you know, there's some contrast going on with this. We have the S2C and the S3D and the S5G. These are 7L groups. Notice the 7L shape right here. 7 and an L, 7 and an L, and then this is also part of the 7L. If I take S2Cs and S3Ds and build them 2 here and 2 here and make a 4, you know, and they'll interleave like that, they'll overlap. So you'll see a 6-3 here and a 6-3 here. There's the connecting part there, and you'll see 7 root 5. There's a connecting part on there. You put them all together like that. What do you come up with? No, not an S5G. You come up with an S3 XL. It just has the A there because, you know, it starts on A, but really it's just an X3 XL. So I might, you know, you'll hear me considering this just an X3 XL. The A means it starts on A. So this is the new convention. Whatever the bottom string starts on, we have that letter, you know. So with the S2G, you're going to start on the G shape. 2 means just go up 2 strings. So same thing here with the S4E. I have 2 drinks today because I only made 1 little cup of instant coffee, so I can like chase my little energy drink here. So we have S4E here. Okay. All right. Let me get the vest on. The S4E here, and this is the S4L group. So this is really an S4L. Again, the same problem. I like to call this the old S4L group, and then just use the letters for the partials. I think that's what we're going to do eventually. So, but that involves, you know, every time I make a change, it propagates throughout the whole chart. So you'll see S4E here, but I would really rather call that a constant S4L. But E is a reminder that the S4L starts on the E string shape. Now here's the string shapes. Okay. So the E string shapes up here, S1E, 7 root 2. And what is the E string shape and what are the 5 string shapes? They're caged. They're the caged words, C, A, G, E, D. And they connect, they share notes. So C shares the 5 with the A shares the 6 with the G shares 7 root with the E shares the 2 with the D, and D shares 3, 4, again with the C around the circle up here, circle of 5th way up here in this 3D diagram here. We also have a nice caged ladder, so we can climb up the caged ladder. C to A to G, G to E, G to E to D, D to C, and we share those notes on the way. Those shared notes are double contact. Then we have a couple of diagrams here where I substitute in the color-coded names of the patterns, so you can imagine what's going on here. And this is the real deal. And what it actually have is like 5 fretboards here. So let's go to the 2D. Alright, here we are at the 2D. This is it. This is, like I say, it's chart 211, long pattern resolution, pattern set focus. Just a name. And by the way, I name them as I'm naming the file practically. So it's just, sometimes it's a wish list, sometimes it's kind of inaccurate, sometimes it's just a little name for the chart, more or less. It doesn't seem to mean much now,